and take it all in, and you're going to see Mets fans. Mets play the Washington Nationals. Spring training on SNY is presented. Three-time Cy Young Award winner showing no signs of slowing down last season. Scherzer, Tommy Hunter, Eliezer Hernandez, John Curtis, Brooke. Next.
C.J. Abrams leads off for the Nationals. Scherzer's first fastball is in for us. That's although shortened to 23 starts because of injury. And he quit. I think he's going to love this pitch clock more than anybody else in baseball. Got on the hands of Abrams, who fouled.
Last year, after he came off the DL in July, 5 starts.
You notice that whip, too.
Yeah. He had times in his career when the home run was a pain to him. There's a good curveball. Here he led the league and gave up 31 home runs
For the Yankees.
And he blows away Abrams for the first. Abrams, Luis Garcia, Joey Meneses, they'll be everyday players for the middle infield of two 22-year-olds. Yeah.
You keep an eye.
Presence right now.
That's what Terry Francona.
2-1 to Garcia, and the curveball swung and mid. 15 seconds between pitches. In the air to right field.
Vientos playing first base. They're trying to find spot catcher.
Here is Joey Meneses, who had a start to his career last year as a 30-year-old rookie after 11 OPS. For a guy who was never even on a major league camp. Snyder in the lineup today. You just don't often see that. And before 15 on the pitch clock at the start of an inning. That's true. Miller, Barber, 1960. Cano 0 for 3 last night, right back in the line.
Well, the big number for him is he allowed 30 per start.
And led the league in home runs allowed, a patchwork to say the least.
He's a great struggle in the big leagues because your team's not very good.
Absorb the punishment and hoping he
Traffic a little small, or is it the 18th year? What's going on here?
I don't think he's ever thrown that pitch before.
No, this is a new pitch for him, and if you notice from you.
He throws that major league pitcher. By the way, that's hit sharply. Second inning, Matt Adams leads off for the Nationals against Max Scherzer. Good years for the Nats in 18 and 19. He had 38 home runs combined. To play an independent ball, he was playing for association. He hits it sharply and with no. Make the Nats as a non-roster player.
Stays level on that belt.
Find a home with this Nationals team. Candelario, the former Tiger, to be their everyday third.
Figured it out.
He held that ball for 14 seconds. Then infield back. Alex Call, the left fielder, takes a curveball. Alex Hunter Wendelstedt. But we know what Hunter looks like.
Well, Hunter, as he gets
up now, Keith.
I'd say enough things to get.
And played quite a bit down the stretch of the season. 114. By the way, if you're wondering about our score bug and the pitch clock, Major League Baseball, at least for now, progress. I mean, there was a game ended yesterday that happened in a regular season game, but that's why they're calling it. That's driven to center field. That'll get the run in back. The Mets last year played more extensively for them in 21 OPS.
Remember him playing some second base.
Another long hold by Scherzer, and he goes through 15 pitches in the first inning. And on whose dad was the coach for years at Elk Grove. Home run. They rave about his outfield defense. From afar, this time it'll be from up close. You know, they had that 2-2 coming, blowing away. This will be only the third time receiver and Steve Carlton with the 86 White Sox.
Wow. Just on the game.
And Hill goes down swinging, who made his big league debut with the Nats last year. It swings at a high fastball and the 7 games last year. And the breaking ball in for a strike, and it's 2-2 coming. Struck him out.
Gary gave me that, and it wasn't. Gave me that nickname, and it wasn't.
You didn't. Was it Matt?
Oh yes.
Oh, did it get on your? It got on your. He can throw. Look, he can break out the.
Well, Vogelbach had a very nice night last night through the right side. Paolo Espino now. All four have to have 2 feet on the dirt. And the slow curveball.
Carl Edwards had a good comeback last year.
Kyle Finnegan, Hunter. Sean Doolittle's back with the Nats as well. Eduardo has. I went back and looked as Escobar bounces one of the.
September.
Here's Tommy Pham, who hit the ball 3 times on the nose last night. Pham's now 34 years old. Last year, played a lot. 554 at bat. Back from whence he came. 23 home runs, a 930 Tampa Bay after that.
Remember earlier in his
Keep its round shape. Out in a big way. 2 from Espino. And Pham pops one up this one. Then he went to Korea for 5 years. Pitcher in Korea. Pitched at least 180 innings every year. That's best season.
Yeah, his best years in Korea.
There's Luis Garcia. And he hits one on the ground right at McNeil.
To win in this game.
Really 3 pitches against Scherzer his first time up. It took 27.
Unless, of course, you.
He's pitching like he's double parked. The East last year. Oh, and Meneses is hit by the pitch.
another cutter at the feet of Meneses.
Chatting with Buck Showalter. Matt Adams fouls one at his feet in the second. To limit the damage to 1 run. And the breaking ball grounded right at McNeil. 6'8". Former first-round draft pick from Milwaukee as a free agent. And he fouls one away, and Steve Gelbs is
to go get somebody out. So you've been
a lot of thought. We saw with that at bat with Chavis.
Make it coming. And so it's
Max, how different is that? I know you said early in the spring that really in the past how'd that feel?
No, well, let's get something straight. Want to? Like, I can completely change the timing. I can be in
the lowest ERA of your fantastic career as Vientos
are where they need to be.
There was a great article in Newsday from Tim Healy saying that healthier this year.
Tommy Hunter on to pitch for the Mets in the 4th. And Michael Chavis fouls off his first. And Hill Crane that we just showed.
They have a big.
I mean, if everything else is equal, that don't have options, and then if they don't have options, if you want to send them to the minors, you got to pass them through waivers, pitchers over the course of the season. I think the Mets used 23 relievers last year. Well, the other piece of that is start this season, which is extremely rare. They have the 4 in Miami.
Get too far ahead in the season, but they got a stretch, I think, in May of a lot of
yourself making moves with your bullpen even earlier than you expect. Yeah.
And you would soft toss and you have a hitter, but also for the hitter.
That's drilled down.